Tottenham signed Richarlison from Everton in July of 2022 for a then club record fee of £60 million. Many believed that Spurs had finally found the long-term replacement for Harry Kane, but consistent injuries over the last 2 seasons has disrupted his rhythm, and he's looked a shadow of the player who once wore Brazil's number 9. Add the club's decision to spend £65 million on another striker in Dominic Solanke, and it wouldn't be hard to think that maybe, just maybe, his days at the club were numbered. Yet this season has told a completely different story. Already in December, Richarlison has scored 8 goals, surpassing his total from last season by 3. Despite limited service and tactical instability from the squad, the Brazilian has quietly delivered. And yet the craziest part is that you'd actually struggle to find a Spurs supporter who actually gives praise to the Brazilian international for his performances. In this video, we're gonna find out what makes Richarlison so clinical in front of goal, and why is one of Tottenham's most consistent performers still treated as the problem rather than the solution. The biggest problem Richarlison has faced since arriving at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium has undoubtedly been injuries. When he joined from Everton, he was seen as a polarizing figure. He had scored 13 league goals in back-to-back campaigns for the Toffees under Carlo Ancelotti, yet in his final campaign he only managed just 10 league goals, numbers that hardly justify a £60 million transfer fee. Expectations were sky high from the Spurs supporters, but what followed was a complete disaster. It took the Brazilian 10 months to score his first league goal for the club. Much of his debut campaign was spent as an understudy to Harry Kane, coming off the bench as a supposed super sub, and the situation only worsened from there. Last season, Richarlison appeared in just 24 matches, clocking in an abysmal 942 minutes of game time. Seriously, it was as if asking this guy to walk would result in another injury. He later admitted that he had been battling with depression following Brazil's 2022 World Cup exit, which explained his inconsistent form, and reports even said that he actually came close to a move to Saudi this summer. By this point in his career, Richarlison was becoming a streets will never forget player rather than a reliable starter for Spurs. However, this season under Thomas Frank, it appears he's turned a corner. Prior to this campaign, Richarlison had missed 58 games for Spurs due to injury, but in the 2025-2026 season, the Brazilian international has remained injury-free, and let's hope it stays that way. He began his revival in the final month of last season, where he played a crucial role in Tottenham's Europa League triumph over Manchester United, and since then, he hasn't looked back. When Thomas Frank took charge of Tottenham this season, the expectation wasn't only that he would get more from the squad, but that he would actively develop and improve players as well. He had already worked wonders with Brian Mbeumo and Johan Wissa, yet few could have predicted that the most improved player under him this season would have been Richarlison. Whether playing as a lone striker, in a strike partnership alongside Kolo Muani, or even off the left wing, Richarlison has thrived. Thomas Frank has a preference for players who can operate in multiple positions, and the Brazilian certainly fits the role of a versatile forward. Richarlison has earned constant praise from the former Brentford manager for his performances this season. Thanks to his relentless work rate and intelligent off-ball movement, Richarlison excels at pressing from the front and bringing the midfield into play. He has a knack for scoring half chances, and he's capable of the spectacular given his impressive highlight reels. His hold-up play and link-up with teammates are central in Thomas Frank's system, while his willingness to track back and contribute defensively helps the team see out games. In many ways, he has all the attributes required to be a top-tier modern striker. Thomas Frank's admiration for Richarlison's discipline and positional understanding has even opened up doors for him to feature on the left wing, a position that has felt like a dead zone since Son's departure. With the World Cup on the horizon, Richarlison looks certain to be on the plane to the USA if he maintains his form. Fingers crossed he stays fit. With Dominic Solanke sidelined with constant injuries and Wilson Odobert struggling for goal contributions, Richarlison has quite quietly become one of Tottenham's success stories this season. He already has 10 goal contributions this season, and it's only December. With Mohamed Kudus set to leave for the Africa Cup of Nations, Richarlison will have more than enough opportunities to justify his 60 million price tag. Yet despite his impact, a large section of the fan base continues to criticize the Brazilian, questioning his consistency, and that criticism has some truth to it. For every spectacular goal that he scores, there is often an unforgivable miss to follow. Sometimes he looks like R9, other times he has the efficiency of Darwin Núñez. Football experts have been relentless in their criticism of the Brazilian international, and his emotional and erratic nature doesn't help the situation. Whether you hate him or whether you love him, it's impossible to deny his importance and influence this season. That'll be it from me, guys. If you guys did like this video, click subscribe, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, check out my last recent video.